me feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't run.
Here we go. So if we go to Piers Morgan, right? Is it here? Is it here? No. Let's go. Give me a second. Is it here? No. Is it this? No. This? No. This? No. Right here. I think this is what it is. Here we go. So they start off with an apology.
A songwriter who's made claims about life
or nearly for the rest of his life.
I think he has an out option, and that is popping a cyanide pill.
If he wanted to kill himself, he would have been dead already.
But Choke, I mean, you might have said the same thing about Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, you didn't wait for the best part yet. He's going to be indicted for the murder of Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G.
The shocking allegations levelled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harboured a monster. Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures.
Watch. He's gonna now apologize to Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves. But now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact. And we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Damn. Folded like a lawn chair. Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'm sorry. We even brought someone on to try to check y'all temperature. Hell nah. Now, why did that happen? Apparently, Alex Spiro, and remember, I keep telling you, Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's lawyer, which, by the way, there's something going on here. Remember, I told y'all Jay-Z's lawyers also represent Tupac's estate in investigating to see if Diddy had anything to do with his death. Remember, why would Jay-Z's lawyer be representing somebody trying to pile onto Diddy unless they don't fuck with Diddy no more? Or maybe they're trying to send a message to Diddy to say, make sure you keep your fucking mouth shut while you're locked up. Don't think because you locked up it's time to sing, because we could make this a whole lot worse. Anyway, Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, actually appeared on TMZ. And his appearance on TMZ, he actually explained why Piers Morgan apologized, and this was the explanation here. Hold on. Sorry.
He is very eager to tell his story.
Comes on. This must have been shocking to you that somebody comes on a show and then kind of levels these vague-ish allegations. Were you kind of ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something. I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, you know, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What he did effectively was to drone out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of making sure that it is taken down everywhere?
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can? I've always believed that the truth will come out in courtrooms, and I'm sure the truth will come out here.
Okay. This very interesting, chat. Very motherfucking interesting. Chat, as I've told you, Jay-Z and Beyonce, their lawyers pretty damn powerful. I don't know why I keep sneezing. I'm so sorry, chat. Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyer, Alex Spiro, very fucking powerful. This is a guy who, when everybody thought that ICE was going to keep 21 Savage detained, he was going to get deported. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on, chat. Sorry. When everyone thought that was going to happen, Jay-Z assigned Alex Spiro. This guy right here, they're taunting his case. And by the way, he's helping out Mayor Adams right now, the New York City mayor. They're saying he's never lost a case. They're saying this guy is one of those. And Jay-Z has him in his pocket. He does the bidding for Jay-Z, whether it's representing someone Jay-Z likes, Jay-Z has interest in, or if it's somebody who might be Jay-Z want to see fail, he might show up just to represent the other person, just to make sure that other person fails, right? This guy's really powerful, and when you hear him talk like this, this guy's speaking from a position of power. He said, "I didn't send him a cease and desist." By the way, I think what he said is worse. He said, "I gave it an ultimatum." I didn't even tell him a cease and desist. I gave an ultimatum. Now, a cease and desist isn't a legal document. A cease and desist is usually, it's a notice, right? It's a notice that if you continue this behavior or you don't remedy that behavior, we intend to pursue you legally. He didn't say, "Oh, I sent that," which is usually a kind of outline shit. He says, "I gave him an ultimatum," which means Piers Morgan just got bullied. But this just show you how powerful Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyer has a reach. Sorry.
Right.
Were you ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something, and I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill.
Now, remember we were talking about this whole thing. Yo, why don't Jay-Z sue Jaguar Wright? I'm pretty sure they've maybe reached out to her to say, "Yo, stop the bullshit or we're going to sue you." It's either two things. They've reached out, she's ignored it. Or actually three things. Second of all, they haven't reached out because they know she don't got no money. So threatening a lawsuit to somebody who don't got money is like basically threatening to waste your own time. Or number three, they don't want to go to court with her because she might have more to say. And then she could at least use her legal right to then have Jay-Z actually have to answer to certain shit through a deposition. So it's a very interesting thing. But it's interesting. This is the first time we've seen Alex Spiro pop out, and he popped out in a major way. Piers Morgan, if you look at Piers Morgan's channel, everything he's doing, I ain't gonna lie, Piers Morgan, he's like White Shannon Sharp. Everything he's doing is getting major views. Look, 1.5 million a day ago, 1.2 million a day ago, 750K. Like most of all, 3.6 million for that interview in question. He is like doing really huge numbers. And I think for him, you know what? And I'm pretty sure he has some type of counsel. Why go to war with the Carters? Especially when it's over some shit that Jaguar Wright said, right? Now, this is also one of the reasons why I think that Vlad has never interviewed her, regardless, because, you know, she has a lot to say about Sean Diddy Combs. Like, you're still going to have people